Modern navies don't fire first. They posture, they threaten, they conduct freedom of navigation operations. They sail within inches of each other's territorial waters. But they don't fire first. Because firing first means war. On February 14, 2026, Iran fired first. Welcome to Global Warfare TV. This is the story of the attack that crossed every red line and the response that redrew them. The Gulf of Oman, 127 nautical miles southeast of Bandar Abbas. 0214 hours local time. The USS Nitze, a guided missile destroyer, was conducting routine patrol operations in international waters. Her mission, monitor shipping traffic and maintain American presence in contested seas. Nothing unusual, nothing provocative. According to the after-action report, the ship's radar detected a single surface contact at 0207, small vessel, moving erratically, bearing 270. The contact was initially classified as a fishing boat. The Gulf of Oman is full of them at night. But fishing boats don't carry radar-guided weapons. At 0213, the contact changed course. It accelerated to 38 knots and turned directly toward the Nitze. The ship's electronic warfare system detected targeting radar illumination at 0213:42. Someone was painting the Nitze for a missile shot. What would you do with less than 60 seconds until potential launch? Fire first and risk starting a war? Or wait and risk taking a hit? Comment your answer below. Lieutenant Commander Chen, the tactical action officer on duty, faced that exact decision. The rules of engagement were clear. American forces may respond to hostile intent with proportional force. Targeting radar was hostile intent, but there was a problem. The contact was still unidentified. In the dark waters of the Gulf of Oman, with Iranian, Omani, and commercial vessels all operating in the area, destroying an unknown target could create an international incident. Chen had seconds to decide. She chose verification over action. Bridge, CIC, flash the contact with the searchlight. I need visual identification. The ship's powerful carbon arc searchlight swept across the water. What it illuminated was not a fishing boat. It was an IRGC PayCap-class fast attack craft. 14 tons of fiberglass and steel. Armed with a 12.7mm heavy machine gun and, critically, a single Nasser-1 anti-ship missile. The missile was elevated on its rail. Ready to fire, at 0214:17, the Iranian vessel launched. The Nasser-1 missile ignited, streaking across the dark water toward the Nitze at 680 miles per hour. Flight time to target, 34 seconds. If you're learning something from this analysis, hit that subscribe button. Global Warfare TV covers the naval combat details that mainstream media ignores. The Nitze's Aegis combat system responded automatically. Detection, classification, targeting solution, weapon assignment, all in 1.2 seconds. An SM-2 Block 3A missile erupted from the forward vertical launch system. The intercept occurred at 2.4 nautical miles from the ship. The Nasser-1 disintegrated in a fireball visible from the bridge. No impact, no damage, no casualties. But the attack had already crossed the line. Iran had fired first. Lieutenant Commander Chen didn't wait for orders. Weapons free, engage the hostile vessel. A single Harpoon anti-ship missile launched from the Nitze's quad launcher. Flight time to target, 28 seconds. The IRGC boat attempted evasive maneuvers. At 38 knots, it could cover significant distance. But the Harpoon's active radar seeker had locked on. There was no escape. The missile struck the PayCap-class boat amidships. The 488-pound warhead detonated, vaporizing the vessel instantly. All 6 Iranian crew members were killed. Total engagement time from first missile launch to Iranian vessel destruction, 67 seconds. What's your assessment of Chen's decision? Justified response or escalation that could have been avoided? Tell me in the comments. The immediate aftermath was chaos. The Nitze transmitted a flash message to 5th Fleet headquarters. Hostile engagement. Iranian naval vessel launched missile at USS Nitze. Missile intercepted. Counter-engagement conducted. Enemy vessel destroyed. No friendly casualties. Advise. Within 30 minutes, the information had reached the White House Situation Room. According to sources familiar with the briefing, the president asked 3 questions. First, did we fire first? Answer, no. Iranian vessel launched unprovoked. Second, was it authorized by Tehran? Answer, unknown at this time. Third, what happens now? That question didn't have an easy answer. Support Global Warfare TV by hitting that thumbs up. Your engagement helps us continue breaking down these critical moments. The next 12 hours would determine whether this incident became a historical footnote or the first shot of a major war. Iranian state media broadcast the news at 600 local time. Their version was different. According to Tehran, the American destroyer had entered Iranian territorial waters and fired first on an IRGC patrol boat conducting routine operations. The Iranian narrative was false. GPS data clearly showed the Nitze operating 127 nautical miles from Iranian coast, well beyond the 12-mile territorial limit. But truth travels slowly, lies travel at the speed of Twitter. Within hours, Iranian-aligned social media accounts were flooding global platforms with the Tehran version. The United States released radar data, satellite imagery, and communication intercepts, proving the Iranian vessel had fired first. But by then, the information war was already being lost in some corners of the internet. Meanwhile, both militaries were mobilizing. The IRGC Navy sortied every available vessel from Bandar Abbas. Satellite imagery showed at least 40 fast attack craft moving into the Gulf of Oman. The U.S. Navy responded by repositioning the USS Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group closer to the Strait of Hormuz. Oil prices spiked 12% before markets even opened. At 1100 Washington time, President Mitchell appeared in the Rose Garden. His statement was carefully calibrated. This morning, an Iranian military vessel conducted an unprovoked missile attack against the USS Nitze in international waters. Our sailors defended themselves with skill and precision. The attacking vessel was destroyed. Let me be clear, the United States does not seek war with Iran, but we will defend our forces. We will protect freedom of navigation, and we will respond to any further aggression with overwhelming force. He announced no additional military action. He issued no ultimatum. The door to de-escalation was left open, barely. The critical question remained, was this attack authorized by Tehran? According to the Paycap-class boat that attacked the Nitze was part of a patrol group that had been operating in the area for 3 days. Its commander, a junior IRGC naval officer, had a history of aggressive behavior toward American vessels. Previous incidents had been classified as harassment. This time, he went further. The most likely scenario, the boat commander acted without direct authorization from Tehran. He saw an opportunity to strike an American warship and took it. But most likely isn't the same as confirmed, and the distinction matters. If the attack was authorized by Iranian leadership, it represented a deliberate decision to cross the threshold of armed conflict. If it was unauthorized, it suggested something almost as dangerous: IRGC commanders willing to start wars without permission. Neither option was comforting. The aftermath unfolded over weeks. Iran conducted 3 defensive exercises in the Gulf of Oman, each one larger than the last. The exercises involved live missile firings, carefully positioned to threaten shipping lanes without hitting anything. The United States reinforced its presence in the region. Additional destroyers deployed. B-52 bombers conducted overflights. Submarine activity increased in ways that aren't publicly discussed. Diplomatic channels, officially severed since 1980, reopened through Swiss intermediaries. The conversations were not friendly, but they were happening. On May 27th, an agreement was reached. Publicly, both sides announced a commitment to avoid further incidents in international waters. Privately, the deal was more specific. The IRGC commander responsible for the attack was relieved of his position. His fate after that is unknown. The United States agreed not to conduct additional strikes in response to the May 3rd incident. Both nations pulled back from the brink. But the May 3rd attack changed something fundamental. For the first time since 1988, Iran had fired on an American warship. not drones, not proxies. A direct missile launch from an Iranian military vessel at an American destroyer. The taboo was broken. The crew of the USS Nitze received combat action ribbons. Lieutenant Commander Chen was later promoted. But the implications extended far beyond one engagement. American naval commanders now operate under updated rules of engagement. The threshold for defensive response has been lowered. Targeting radar illumination is now treated as an imminent attack warrant. And Iranian commanders know something they didn't know before. If you shoot at an American ship, you will die. Whether that deters future attacks or encourages more desperate tactics remains to be seen. The Gulf of Oman is still contested waters. American ships still patrol. Iranian fast attack boats still shadow them. The next shot could be fired tomorrow. This time it might not miss. Stay vigilant, stay informed. I'll see you in the next one.